We're here at the finale of the Beetlejuice My GM series, Season 2 of WWE 2K22. Unfortunately, we lost. We had such a good lead going into WrestleMania, and then we just choked at WrestleMania. We lost to NXT and Shane McMahon. Beetlejuice did not become center, as he would say.
You don't have time for this shit.
Like with Season 1, we're going to go start off with the MVPs of the WrestleMania episode. So then we just go show all the accolades and awards and wins and losses everyone had. And then we'll move straight into the top 10, the second top 10. And then, we move on to WWE 2K23, where if you enjoyed these series, I hope you enjoy the next one. And let's get right into it, shall we? It is the Slapnuts MVP time. We're looking at the male and female Slapnuts MVPs, and the male Slapnuts MVP are The Beast, Brock Lesnar, and the Almighty, Bobby Lashley. This was a close race. It was between Brock and Bobby versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio went 3-0, which had he had the match at WrestleMania, he probably would have got MVP. But unfortunately, he didn't. And then Brock and Bobby, 2-0, won the tag titles, had like a 5-star match, a 4 or a 4.5. They just cooked.
I think things are going to be done under my terms right now.
And for the female Slapnuts MVP, she did it last season. She does it this season. She walks away the women's champ. She walks away with one more MVP. Mickie James, just wow. Just started off hot, and she finishes hot.
This is about the reinvention of Mickie James.
We end Season 2 of My GMO with Rey Mysterio as our WWE Champion. Could he have lost the title to Eddie at WrestleMania? Who knows? Didn't happen. But Rey had a pretty impressive season with 4 tag title reigns, the most of anyone combined in My GMO Season 1 and 2 for the men. And then you look at him, 15 wins, 11 losses, 1 WWE title reign, 4 tag title reigns. Just like Season 1, Mickie James ends Season 2 as our women's champion. It's just Mickie James, we've had her longer in Season 2 than we did in Season 1, and she just did more impressive stuff. Season 1, she had 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 women's title reigns, 1 MVP. And you look at it, she just improved on Season 2. 11 wins, 9 losses, 2 women championship reigns, which she did the same in Season 1, but she adds a 1 tag title reign, 2-time MVP. When you combine all of that, that's 4 women titles, 3 MVPs. I mean, it's impressive. 11 wins, 9 losses. Combine that, it's 15 wins, 10 losses, which this is it. We're going to have to retire Mickie James because she won't be in WWE 2K23. Brock Lesnar ends Season 2 as our tag champ. 10 wins, 6 losses, 1-time WWE champion, 2-time tag champ. She had 2 weird tag teams, one with Ivar, one with Bobby Lashley. But it worked. 2-time MVP, and Brock ends it as a Triple Crown winner. Then we have the almighty Bobby Lashley. It did not look good for Bobby when we signed him, but Bobby ended it pretty well the last episode. Went from 500 to 7-5 record. Adds 1 championship to his resume, 1-time tag champ with Brock, and he adds an MVP, 1-time MVP. We have Charlotte Flair ending the season as our women's tag champ, ended with a 16-3 record, 2-time women's champ, 2-time tag champ, 1 time with Peyton Royce, 1 time with Sasha Banks, 3-time MVP, only woman to do that. In Season 1, Randy Orton did it, but Charlotte Flair 3 times, and she dominated. She is the queen. Then Sasha Banks ends Season 2 as our women's tag champ with Charlotte Flair. And Sasha Banks, unfortunately, won't be in WWE 2K23, so this is the last we'll see of her. But 2 impressive seasons from Sasha. Had her for Season 1 and 2. Season 1, 14-11, 4-time women's champ, 3-time MVP. Then Season 2, 18 wins, more than she had Season 1. 10 losses, 1 less than she had in Season 1. 3-time women's tag champ. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think that's a record for our women's tag champs. And then 2-time MVP. And you just combine all that, and Sasha Banks is probably the greatest we've had. And oof, she should have had a women's title reign this season. I just did not use her how I should have. We have Kevin Owens, who had one hell of a season. 15 wins, 8 losses, 3-time WWE champion, 2-time MVP. We didn't make him our champ to start off the season. We made Samoa Joe the champ, and Kevin Owens made us regret that as he just dominated early on. Then we have Kofi Kingston, who we didn't draft, but we signed him, and he had one of the best seasons. 14 wins, 7 losses, two-time tag champ, two-time MVP, teamed up with R-Truth, teamed up with Goldberg. Speaking of Goldberg, he had one great start to my GM mode, and then just slowly just went and took a downhill. 13 wins, 11 losses, two-time tag champ, one-time MVP. One tag champ was with Kofi, one tag champ was at AJ. We have Mandy Rose, who I did not expect to do this well in my GM mode. 11 wins, 8 losses, 1 women's title, 1 tag title. For a while I was saying how she was just doing really well, no championships, and she ends it with 2 titles, which Mandy Rose, dark horse, am I right? We have AJ Styles, who like Kofi, we did not draft. We signed AJ, and when you see the phenomenal, you have to pick them up. AJ Styles ends with a 9-6 record, one-time WWE champ, one-time tag champ with Goldberg, was close to an MVP like Ray, but it just did not happen. We have the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, had his daughter, decided to pick up him, 7 wins, 5 losses, 1 WWE title, 1 tag title with Batista, which he could have won MVP had it not been for the Animal Batista. Like we said, the Animal Batista brought him in a little bit after Ric Flair, 5-4 record, 1 tag champ with Ric Flair, 1-time MVP for the Animal. You will have Stratusfaction and Trish Stratus. One hell of a season for Trish. Came in as a legend, 11-11 record, 2-time women's champ, 1-time tag champ, 1-time MVP, won that tag title with Sasha Banks. Just really impressive for Trish Stratus. This is the last time I'll be saying it, but we have Walter / Gunther, because WWE 2K3, he's officially Gunther. So no more Walter, which it doesn't matter because we haven't used Walter in how many episodes? He's just stayed at 7-7. We have the dead man, The Undertaker, unfortunately losing at WrestleMania, so we didn't get to have that happy ending. Undertaker won 10-15, 2-time WWE champion, 2-time tag champ with Jeff Hardy, and then a 1-time MVP for the dead man. We have our number 1 overall pick, The Man, who lost her tag title after she won it last episode, going 9-17. Wow, that's a lot of losses for Becky Lynch. 3-time women's champ, 2-time tag champ, 1 with Mandy Rose, 1 with Bayley, 1-time MVP. Ding dong, hello, we have Bayley, which Bayley, season 1 and season 2, had similar stats or statistics, awards, all that stuff. 9-12. Bayley went 9-10 last season, so 2 more losses last season. 1-time women's champ last season. She was a 2-time champ, so but she adds the 1 tag title. She didn't do that in season 1. In season 1, she was a 2-time MVP, 1-time MVP for her now, which very similar. You know, she did decent. We have the original bro, Matt Riddle, which unlike other wrestlers, we were able to squeeze him into 1 match last episode after not using him, and he lost. So he's now 6-8, 1-time WWE champion, 2-time tag champ with Rey Mysterio. We have the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. I don't know how he did it. He didn't get to 20 losses, which congrats. 10 wins, 17 losses, which Becky tied his losses. Really thought Dolph was going to end it with the most losses. 2-time tag champ. 1-time MVP. What can I say? Dolph and Chad Gable, they were one hell of a tag team when they were going. We have Samoa Joe, who went 10-15, our first WWE champion. Never won the title again. Well, I guess he never won it to begin with, but he never even got close to touching that title again. But he did get that 1 MVP late in the season, so there is that. We have Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. He lied, he cheated, he did all that stuff, but he did not win as he went 10-12, 2-time tag champ with Rey Mysterio, was not able to win the WWE title. We have the iconic Peyton Royce. Oh man, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, Peyton Royce, final wrestler we had from last season who was here, which Peyton Royce will not be in WWE 2K23, so this is her retirement. She went 5-10, 1-time tag champ, 1-time MVP. Similar to last season, she won 8-7, 2-time tag champ, 1-time MVP. But without Billie Kay and the Iconics, she just did not do that well. Charlotte Flair teaming up with her was the best moments of her season. We have Chad Gable, went 6-8, two-time tag champ with Dolph Ziggler. We have Jeff Hardy, which I was happy I was able to get Jeff in here. Once again, another wrestler, won't be in 2K23. This is Jeff's retirement. Jeff went 4-8, two-time tag champ, won those with The Undertaker. We have R-Truth, who we spent the least amount of time with, as R-Truth was our last free agent signing. Went 2-4, but we were able to win him one championship, one tag title. I feel like a lot more wrestlers won championships this season than last season. Finally, we have Ivar, who we stole from NXT, went 5-8, one-time tag champ. We stole his tag team partner Eric last season, and now we have Ivar, which not as many wins as Eric, but he did win a championship unlike Eric. Here we are, the Hall of Fame, aka the Beetlejuice Top 10 My GM for WWE 2K22. You know, this is probably the part a lot of you came to see. The recap's done. We looked at all the records. We looked at their accomplishments. Now we say who is the best. You all saw it. I did not try to be biased at all. This was all statistics and accomplishments. It was a tough thing to do, who to pick. But hopefully, if you look at it, you'll come to the same conclusion. Who knows? Let's get into that top 10. At number 10, we have The Undertaker. He was not able to rest in peace because he is making it to the Hall of Fame top 10. It was impressive for The Undertaker. Triple Crown winner, won all the awards possible in this MyGM series. We did not draft him. We signed him late, and he did pretty well. I mean, he lost a lot. He had a 40% win record, but you know, it's the percentages of wins is not all that dictates if you make the Hall of Fame, the top 10. It's also how many championships you won. How many times were you an MVP? You know, like, you could lose a lot, but was there a stretch where you were just carrying with match quality? And that's what The Undertaker did to get into 10. At number 9, we have Trish Stratus. Like I said, win rate is not all that matters. Trish did have a better win rate than The Undertaker. She moved up to a 50 win rate compared to The Undertaker's 40. But when you look at it, Trish was a multiple-time champion, MVP, won it all. You include all of that with her win rate, she's number 9 in the top 10 best MyGM wrestlers of WWE 2K22. At number 8, we have the man, straight fire, Becky Lynch, going straight to 8, which this is an example of what I said with win rate does not mean everything. Which Becky Lynch had like one of the lowest win rates of all our wrestlers, sitting at 35%. And you know, she won a lot of women's championships, she won tag titles, she won MVPs. You add all those together, those accomplishments help her boost over The Undertaker and Trish Stratus, and we could just ignore the win percentage. And shout out Becky, our number 1 overall pick, getting into the top 10. Last season, John Cena was not able to do it. At number 7, we have the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, dialing in from San Diego to make the top 10. Rey Mysterio, the cover of WWE 2K22, only fitting he makes the top 10. And you look at it, he could have been way higher. He could have been, who knows, top 5 maybe, had he won a Slapnuts MVP award. He just wasn't able to do it. But he does get higher than Trish, Becky, and The Undertaker because one-time WWE champion, 4-time tag champion. No one else this season was able to win the same title 4 times except for Rey Mysterio. And then you look at it, 58 win percentage. He was able to win majority of his matches, and that gets him into the top 10. At number 6, we have Mickie James, which unfortunately Mickie James won't be in 2K23, so this is the last you'll see of Mickie James. But last season, Mickie James made it into the top 5. She was number 5. Better win percentage, you know, because she had a lot fewer matches last season. Very similar with the awards with championships won. But this season, Mickie James went 55% win rate. She won everything she needed to win. Tag titles, MVPs, championships. She could have made it a lot higher had she had a better win percentage. And if we didn't have the top 5 that just did really well this season. Shout out Mickie James, 2-time top 10, MVP, Hall of Fame, Beetlejuice. I'm just going to stop here. At number 5, we have Mr. Bootylicious, the New Day member, Bootio creator Kofi Kingston, which Kofi MVP, tag titles, no WWE titles. That's on me, probably. I don't know. But what makes Kofi top 5 besides those accomplishments? The fact that Kofi had the highest win rate of every wrestler we had at a 67% win rate. I mean, you look at it last season, Kane made it into the top 5 just alone for the fact that Kane had a 90% win rate and was at number 4. So it's only right Kofi gets into the top 5. At number 4, we have your reigning, defending, not champion, but he is your tag champion, Brock Lesnar, the Conqueror. Brock won it all, right? WWE title, tag title, MVP, that entire award list. And then he had a 63 win rate. Brock Lesnar gets into the top 10. Then you have KO, the Kevin Owens Show. Kevin Owens make it in at top 3. And listen, Kevin Owens beat Samoa Joe for the WWE title, refused to give up that title, never won a tag title, but he won multiple MVPs, won multiple WWE titles. He lost it, he would win it back, and he ended up having a 65 win rate. Kevin Owens just showed why he's one of the best. Then you have the boss, Sasha Banks, which it's sad to see her go. This is it, not in 2K23. Sasha, with 2 seasons under Beetlejuice, had amazing wins, amazing championship wins, was number 1 in the top 10 last season. This time she gets dethroned, moves down to 2. Sasha Banks, one of the greatest of all time. It will be sad to see her go. And then we talked about last season, she did so well for us. This season she did just as well. I should have gave her some WWE Raw Women's Championship matches. I just didn't. That's on me. She could have been number 1 if I gave her the championship matches she deserved. I mean, hell, she had a 64 win rate. She probably would have won a couple. At number 1, we have the Queen, Charlotte Flair. You know, I did not think she'd be here by the end of this. It started off, she was just doing nothing, and then just over time she started winning championships, winning MVPs, winning more championships. She ended up with a 55 win rate, which I just praised how much she won, and she didn't win as much as Sasha or like the others in the top 5. I think she has the lowest win rate of anyone in the top 5. But just her accomplishments of the championships, the MVPs, you have to give it to Charlotte Flair. It was close. Wanted to give it to Sasha, but just Charlotte did better, I guess. And that was it. Been a long season. WWE 2K22. Didn't know if we were going to do a second season, but we're looking forward to 2K23. I thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next WWE franchise installment. Have a nice day.